Alright, Shalom. Come into the name of Yahweh Bashem Yeshua Bashem Rakak. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who speak with his truth. And salutations unto the archon that continues to put the word in truth and in sincerity. This is what's going on, man. Keeps going to the wrong chapter. This is the book of Obadiah. The first and only chapter, right? And it says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord, power concerning Edom. So the vision which Obadiah records is from the Heavenly Father. Okay, through the holy angels it was revealed unto him. And this is the prophecy, or one of the corroborating prophecies amongst many other prophecies which speak about Edom, Esau in the same light. Okay, because as do all the other prophets speak about Esau in the same light, right? All the other prophecies as well, obviously spoken of by the prophets. So it says, concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Okay, now what I want to do is get into that word ambassador, right? There you go. And it says what? A messenger. Okay, hinge sorrow. So guess what? It's messengers who bring what? A word of sorrow, man. So yeah, we are ambassadors unto Esau, man. Because we have a message for him, or for that nation. Okay, but it's a message that would heap what? Sorrow, man. Okay, because the message that the Bible has to give to Edomites isn't necessarily, well, not necessarily, outright isn't a good one. The rise ye and let us rise up against her in battle. Okay. Spare me 1 second. And it says here in verse 2, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, and thou art greatly despised. Okay. I've been seeing that everybody, all the nations, right, are starting to turn around and hate Esau, man. Okay, which is biblical prophecy. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, and saying in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's talking of your origins, up in the mountains. We know them regions where you basically came out from, man. Right? The Caucasus Mountains. There's another name that's failing me right now. In that region, that like Germanic Russian region. And it says, who shall bring me down to the ground? Because you thought you're invincible, thou that exaltest thyself as the eagle. Alright? And though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. That's the satellites, man. Alright? You don't got satellites. That's in the outer space, man. Okay? Well, the Lord is gonna bring you down. Okay? If these came to thee, if it was by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Alright, which that goes back to the law. Alright, but showing that this man is a man of sin, because he's a man of exhaustion. Alright, he will exhaust you and not basically have any regard for you. It's in the law that you leave of your grapes and of your other fruits the hedges for the widow the homeless and the poor. Okay? But when you take everything, you exhaust that landmass, man. You know? So Esau has exhausted the people, man. You know? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. Okay? The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. And they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Now what I want to do is go into that word confederacy, and I'm going to make this a two-part thing because I'm currently on the move. And I won't be able to finish it off. So I'm going to do a part 2 for the rest of the remaining verses. But let's just get into that word confederacy really quickly. It's in this verse, man. And it says what? Treaty, alliance, league. You know. Now what's that talking about? Alright. You had NATO, the EU, you know. And then under that you have all these other smaller alliances, coalitions amongst nations, but mainly it's talking about NATO, the EU, and basically the breaking up of it, man. You know, Brexit comes into that, you know. Okay. And the other nations, all the because a lot of it really is Edomites fighting Edomites. When you check it, all right, when you really get into the geopolitics of it, a lot of what's going on is just different strands of Edomites fighting different strands of Edomites. But then you've got other nations up in their mix as well, who you know, who of course, that's the prophecy in Joel, let the weak say I'm strong, who are now capable of going head to head with this man. But yeah, for confederacy it says treaty, alliance, league, constitution, ordinance. So it's basically an agreement. Alright? You know, so all the men that was under your agreement, all the men that was under your contracts, they've now turned against you, which is what? The nations. Okay? So all the men of that are now against you. Like I said, I need to do a part 2 to this. In fact, let me continue for 1 second. Let me just stop here. Bear with me. It's a luck, yeah? Alright. Cool. And it says, Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord power, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of Esau, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end, that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. When it says O Teman, that's talking about what? Them German strand of Edomites, man. Alright? They're the most intelligent strand of Edomites. That's why it said what? Should I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Teman, man. So all your basically the German scientists, and things of that nature, they're going to be destroyed, man. Okay? For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So pretty much your destruction goes back to what? The violence for your brother Jacob. Now obviously when you check it, it was who? Jacob and Esau, man. Okay, that's where it all started, man. Right? That is where it all started. I'm going to do a part 2 to this.